Here we landed, first stop, grocery store. And it's pretty busy. Looks like there's still lots of supplies on the shelf. So we're gonna pick up about 4 days worth of groceries and head over to the boat. And some water. 20 liters of water, 2 liters a day per person. 283. Bingo. I win the jackpot. These are good. I got the rum, Paul. You drank 6 of those just standing there, Paul. You got to take notes from this guy. Woo-hoo. What's your name?
JC.
JC.
For sure.
Are you ready for the hurricane, JC?
Yes.
Yeah, what did you do to prepare?
Everything I do. Everything I do. Everything I do.
You got it all on you. You loaded up. You got.
I nail till I tired. That's only one house. I got another house.
Yeah. What about food?
Oh, don't worry about that part.
You storing that for a few days?
No, man. Everything in the can.
Yeah.
I hope the can food don't kill. But everything in the can. Tuna, jack mackerel, corned beef, stupid. I see some can. I gotta make sure my wife. Soup. I think there's soup in the can. Spaghetti, chunky, or whatever that's called.
You're good. You're set.
Yeah,
eh?
be set.
All right.
Water. Go on
All
to
right.
bed.
Stay safe. God bless.
Y'all too. Y'all going. Y'all. Oh. Y'all about to leave. Y'all on the boat?
Yeah, we're on a boat.
Oh, you're in the boat.
We're sailing it off. We're going to Cuba or Miami. We'll see. We'll see.
Stupid. I said I'll take that back. Y'all are brave fellas.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of wind coming.
Oh yeah. You think we'll have enough wind this weekend?
I hope it's blowing the right way.
Yeah, that's why I say we don't know where we're going, Miami or Cuba. All right, buddy. Stay safe. Bye. Okay, here we are at Running Man Marina and Resort in Freeport, Bahamas. There's some damages from previous hurricanes. There's a Knowles Marina that looks after the boat, and we're here on the dock. Paul taking the strapping off the main sail. Okay, there's Black Diamond. It's been secured, you know, when we left her last, but this is not good enough for this type of category for the hurricane that we're going to be experiencing. So, you know, we're going to move her. We're going to try and get her to Miami, head south out of the way of the hurricane, as we've been saying. We'll see. We may end up in Cuba. Who knows? But right now, we're just getting her ready. We got to put the furling sail on, unstrap the main. We will put a bimini on to protect us from the sun. Well, it's going to rain all weekend. Dodge her up from the spray. Get the groceries. We already did the grocery shopping. We're just getting ready here. It's about 1 o'clock, no, closer to 2 o'clock. High tide's at 8, but we're having a king tide today, so full moon, high spring tides. I think we're going to try to probably head out around 6:30, see if we can get out an hour or so, hour or two earlier, and get our butts out of here. Queenie here, she's the official cab driver of Freeport. Yeah, Queenie.
That's me.
It's not her first rodeo.
That's what I'm saying. Go in.
She's been through a few hurricanes.
Oh yeah.
So what were you ready?
No, I wasn't ready. But
Are you
after
ready
that
now?
first one, I gotta get ready.
You gotta get ready.
Yeah, that first one was really tough. Now
Yeah.
this one, hey,
Yeah.
gotta be prepared for it.
Yeah,
Be
that's
ready.
it. So we're gonna get some money because we might be in Cuba and we might need some cash because they don't take credit cards there.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you better be prepared then.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's see here. There's the bank. It's all boarded up already. Look at this. The bank is all boarded up. Every business around here is boarded up and ready for a hurricane. Look at that. They've put up these ribs, and then across the way there, I can't even make out what kind of fast food place this is. but it's boarded up as well. Everything's boarded down tight. No, Paul is ready. Wow, this place is tight. Channel. Are you ready for the hurricane?
I'm scared.
You scared? You've been through this before.
So I'm supposed to be a big girl.
Yeah. This ain't your first rodeo.
No. But every time you get nervous, right?
Yeah, that's normal. This one's gonna be one of the bigger ones in the last while. This will be bigger than the one 2 years ago. The tides are way up. The ramp was like 45-degree angle down. Now it's at about 20-degree angle up. These are the super high king tides. Spring full moon tides happen a few times a year, and we're ready to go now. Okay, we're off, Paul.
You're off. No autopilot, no depth meter.
No autopilot, no depth meter.
No wind indicator.
We'll be fine. Okay. Say goodbye to Running Man Marina, Knowles Boatyard. Good luck to y'all.
Look at that ruined building.
And we're off. This building here was destroyed a few hurricanes ago, not the last one, but a while ago. It's hard for the Bahamians to keep up with all these hurricanes. Look at the destruction here. Just coming out of this little marina harbor and out of Freeport, we're gonna head towards Bimini and beyond. Just wanna stay clear of this hurricane. We're gonna head south-southwest, south-southwest, and we'll see what happens. If the hurricane passes quickly, we will head back north towards Miami. If not, we might spend a couple days in Havana. We'll see. The tides are very high, so we should have no problem. Look how high it is. You can't even see the beach. Usually you see the rock down there. This is where usually the people are fishing, conch cleaning. There's a fishing cleaning station. Everybody's kind of just split. Hurricane's coming and everybody's hunkered down except us. We are going out to shore. Very close to the edge here, but apparently it's deeper on this side. We did get stuck a little bit, but we're going slow so that if we do get stuck we can back out and try again. You can see the rollers there. It's very shallow. There's like, you know, very shallow there, but just to the left of it it's deeper. Tricky, very tricky exit. So we got stuck a couple times, and we're making slow and steady progress out right now from our harbor back there. We're on the beach. Get beyond the beach here. Almost done. I think we'll be fine. So it's pitch black out here. Some lightning strikes, relatively calm. We're about maybe 15 to 20 knots of wind. We're doing we've averaged 7 knots boat speed. Just sailing, of course, there up to 40. And we're routing Bimini past a few container ships, and right behind us is a cruise ship. There's a lot of collision course for that, but passing behind us. Can't tell what that is. I don't know if it's Royal Caribbean or what, but it's definitely a cruise ship. And, you know, making good time. It's been a nice, quiet, beautiful evening sail so far.
So we had a somewhat rain-soaked, pretty windy night last night. We probably dodged 7 or 8 ocean liners and others all scurrying towards
Cruise ship.
ships. And interestingly, a number of tankers that were anchored or hove to, if that's the word, in about 3,000 feet of water, which we had to dodge around. We rounded something called the Hens and Chicks. I want to say about 2 o'clock, I think. Let me just check.
Yeah.
Hens and Chicks. Yeah, 2 a.m. There we go. And now we're all the way down here. It's 9:45, and we are just south of Bimini and roughly on the southern tip of Key Biscayne. We usually keep the boat right up. Is this the government cut? Yeah, right here under this bridge, Coconut Grove. That's where the boat resides when it's in Florida. So Ed and I are now contemplating, based on the latest track of the storm, whether we sort of drift down like this, monitor what happens by about 8 or 9, or let's say by 4 or 5 this afternoon, they'll have a better read on which path this thing is going to take, and then we either shoot up to the government cut and cut in, or we'll head down here
Key West.
towards Key West. All right. What editing do you use for all that?
Yeah, it's a nice sail today. Beautiful day. Great wind. We're kind of feeding into the wind. Not making great time. I think feeding into the waves, a little bit of possible current from the Gulf Stream. It looks like we're going fast, but we're only doing about 4 knots. But at least it's not raining. So with the Hurricane Dorian tracking slightly north, away from Miami, we're just off the coast of Bimini. We decided we're gonna now change course, head across the Gulf Stream. Should get to Miami by sunset-ish. And we're just gonna watch the storm the next day or so. If it keeps going north, we're good. If it's going too far south, we may need to move the boat again. Of course, now we can bear off. We've let the main out a little bit. $270. Right about there.
We can always tack later if we have to.
Yeah. Look at that lunch here on the Atlantic Ocean. Gulf Stream to be exact. We're crossing over to Miami at the moment. What do you think, Paul? How's it been?
Pretty smooth crossing, actually. Although
Beautiful
we're here
day.
early, the weather's coming in Monday night, so we'll see. We're hoping that our prediction about the hurricane moving north will hold. We have no cell coverage, so once we get closer to the U.S., we'll check it out.
Yeah, calm before the storm, but you know, the goal here is just to get the boat safely somewheres, as Captain Ron would say. There we are. We're about 2 hours off government cut entrance into Miami. Yeah, so here we are. We're just off the coast of Miami. We're about 8 miles to the entrance to the government cut. We're almost in. And we're heading right for this Coast Guard vessel. It's on guard out here. And we'll probably go right up to him. Where is he? There he is. Right off our bow. Guarding the entrance to Miami government cut. We'll probably go right up to him and then tack, jibe I should say, and head straight in. There's Symphony of the Seas, Royal Caribbean cruise ship coming out of Miami, Miami. And we're just entering in. There's Miami. The weather still looks great. We had another cruise ship coming out. MSC. This is the pilot vessel going out to meet a cruise ship. bring it back in. There's another cruise ship coming in right now. Look at them busting through those seas, eh? So there's Paul. We brought the boat to the dock. We're on a mooring, but we brought the boat to the dock. There's some water here, and we've hosed everything down, cleaned everything up on deck, cockpit, and everything, and topped up the water tanks. Yeah. And we're going to just reflake this main properly and tie it, strap it down. We don't want to take the main down because in the mooring we'll point to the wind, and if we have to come back for another hurricane, it's easier to get on our way. All the canopies coming down, barbecue, and all that stuff. Let you have a look inside here. Yeah. Now, you see that? That used to be a sandy beach, little island. The water is already 4 feet higher than normal, and everything's underwater. We are having those full moon king tides where the moon is closest to the earth and get exaggerated tides. I don't know if this has anything to do with the hurricane, but I've never seen the water this high. Yeah.
King tide.
But my feeling is Miami, the wind is, the way the cyclone circulates, the wind's going to come from the north and west. So we're gonna be out there where those boats are on a mooring, always facing the wind. And the wind's going to come from land, and we're going to have protection from this land and this bit of bush here. And I feel the water is going to be pushed out to sea, so it's going to be the opposite of surge here. The only thing is debris. Two things we got to worry about: debris flying. We're not going to be on the boat. We're going to a hotel tonight, and possibly the mooring not holding. But it's a government mooring, should be pretty good. What can we do? Right, Paul?
Yeah, the only other thing I might point out is, I don't know if it was Irma or Maria 2 years ago, but you can see there, they still haven't repaired the damage.
Yeah.
The slips here are shot.
Yeah, this is from 2 years ago. Those slips are not operational and the docks are all shot. Okay, we're putting the boat back on the mooring. And there's Miami. It's pouring rain down on Miami right now. It's coming this way. We're just outside of Miami, south of there, Biscayne Bay. And this is our mooring field. We're putting Black Diamond on the mooring out there. We were on this mooring last night and got all the lines, 3 40,000-pound lines hooked up. They're just floating on milk jugs right now. I'm just going to pick them up, attached to the boat. And this is the mooring field. Paul's just going to spin around and put the bow to the wind on the mooring balls, and then I'm going to pick them up. That's Dinner Key, Coconut Grove. Rain's starting to spit. Spinning the boat around. And then we're going to go upwind to the mooring. There's 31, and ours is that one there, 25, with the milk jugs. Okay, we're on the mooring ball now. Got her secured with 3 heavy lines onto the mooring. And they won't chafe. I believe the way they're set up, on through the eye of the mooring. And she will always turn and point to the wind. It's like a horse bridle type of thing. The rain's starting to come in, wind and rain. All right, Paul, got our matching shirts on here.
This is from the Nassau race 2016.
Yeah,
In fact, it started the day after Trump was elected. You remember that?
that's right. I was sitting in Miami watching
Yep,
Trump
you're
defeat
at the
Hillary
Colonial
Clinton.
Hotel in Miami Beach.
Well, let's not get political here.
Nope.
But we do have a video on YouTube you can watch of the Nassau Cup
That's right.
Ocean
Some
race.
great drone coverage of the start of that. too.
Yeah, great video. But here we are. We're back on the mooring ball. We got everything figured out. We got the boom just tied off a little bit so it doesn't swing left and right. Got the cockpit table covered up, hose down, washed everything. That's probably not needed. The hurricane will do that for us. But we got a nice job here strapping down the boom. As I said earlier, we're not going to take the sail off because next hurricane, who knows, we might want to come back and move the boat again. But we did remove it. We did remove the furler, the main furler, and you can see here we got 3 strong mooring lines tied off on the boat, and we're ready to go. We're going to spend tonight. This is Saturday night. We're going to spend it in a hotel. Okay. How's that video? We'll spend tonight in a hotel, and tomorrow morning, Monday, we're flying out. We wish and pray the best for everybody in Florida and the Bahamas, Abacos, and Freeport especially. Yeah, I hope everybody's going to make it through all right. No, you're not in. Okay, the boat's safely put away, Paul, and
The boat is safely put away.
we're in the Marriott here for the night.
Yep.
Nice pool area, couple drinks.
Little
nice
first air
dinner.
conditioning and 56 hours. I figure I probably lost 2 gallons of sweat. That's more info than you want to
Is
know.
that why
but
the bilge was running so much?
That's why the bilge was full. Yep. And with the boat's down, it's got 3 3/4-inch lines holding her. That'll hold 75,000 pounds. We're good to go.
Yep.
And we're hunkered down. But I'll tell you, we checked into the hotel here. We just looked at the TV on CNN. They're showing the first reports from Marsh Harbor. Devastating.
Yeah.
Did you see that? There's an apartment building collapsed, and
Yeah.
it's just.
All the keys have been evacuated. They're underwater. Houses have been blown away.
I mean, the land is only 20 feet high, and they're expecting a 60-foot storm surge, so no one's got anywhere to go.
Yeah. Sad. Got to keep them in mind and pray for them and hope they get through this quick.
And I know we're pivoting to a new topic, but over here is a rum and ginger beer that's going to keep us all.
Well, we're doing okay.
We're pivoting.
This is our 3rd hurricane we've avoided
That's
by
right.
moving the boat, right, Paul?
Yeah.
People think we're nuts, but I think we're doing the right thing.
Actually, is it 3? There's Matthew. There's
Well,
Dorian.
this is the second time we did this with Black Diamond.
That's
I'm
true.
counting 3 as the one
Black-
unexpected hurricane I sailed through.
Right. Plus, the boat survived Irma and Maria in the Exuma. We had her tied up there.
Yes.
But they only had 130 mile-an-hour winds. I say only in quotes.
Yeah.
But right now they're 200 in Marsh Harbor.
How's that ginger beer I made you?
It's good. By the way, this is Barrett's Ginger Beer Diet.
Diet. Yeah,
This
you
is
can get.
good for you.
Yeah, all healthy.
What it is doing to the Bahamas right now, how significant, are the reports that you're receiving thus far?
Yeah, what a dangerous, life-threatening situation. I mean, 185 mile-an-hour winds in that eye wall, and just devastating when it comes to the wind. But it's not just the wind here; it's also the rain. We can see some of these areas getting 30 inches of rain, and the storm surge is just incredibly dangerous. Historically, half the fatalities in these tropical systems come from that storm surge, and this could be 18 feet, maybe some areas seeing 23 feet. So, very dangerous situation.
3 feet.
So how
3
are you
feet of
able
rain.
to ascertain, what this storm is doing as it continues to just hover very slowly over very warm water? I mean, already it seems to be through the charts, on its power. How are you able to gauge whether it is intensifying from that point, or if in any way it's breaking up or being compromised as it hits land there?
Yeah, it's such an historic storm because even right now it ties for the strongest landfalling hurricane in the Atlantic Basin history. So this is just a dangerous situation. But this is how we do it. One is with the NOAA satellites. We're keeping an eye on the structure. We're looking at the eye. We're looking at outflow above the storm. But the other part that's just so critical to us is the hurricane hunters. So it's the Air Force and the NOAA hurricane hunters. They are constantly running the airplane right through the center, right through the eye to give us the information that we need. They're dropping dropsondes into the storm, feeding us that information, and that is so critical because it's helping us with the wind speeds, and it helped us identify that the storm had higher winds today. So while we're all running from the storm, I mean, the men and women of the hurricane hunters, both at NOAA and the Air Force, they're going right towards it. They're heroes giving us that information.
They are doing extraordinary work. Ken Graham, as are you. Thank you so much from the National Hurricane Center. Appreciate it.
And she couldn't because of all the debris and how strong the winds were.
Yeah, this slow-moving storm expected to dump about 2 feet of water over the Bahamas, more specifically in the northwestern islands.
That's just the rain.
Making landfall earlier today in Elbow Cay, Abacos at 12:40, and of what life is like right now on the island where she is in Marsh Harbor. But this is an area that is dealing with a catastrophic storm. Those are the words from the National Hurricane Center, a catastrophic Category 5 storm with sustained winds at 180 miles an hour, but also wind gusts of 220 miles.
She ain't looking good, brother. She down, everything gone. Gone.
The mud is underwater. Underwater. I know that was gonna happen. T-Bite, turn around. No, they can't stay there for a couple days. Oh my God, it didn't even reach yet. What?
Things have gotten worse by the hour as we've been talking to you. What are you experiencing?
Yes, and they will continue to worsen throughout the rest of the afternoon into tonight and tomorrow morning, where we expect to have this very dangerous Category 5 hurricane over us. But I have been in touch with people in Marsh Harbor where you show those horrible videos, and the reports we're hearing are just heartbreaking. Houses underwater, cars that have been flipped over, and whole neighborhoods that have been washed away. Wow. You hope everyone is okay, and yet there is increasingly the realization that this is going to take so much from so many people. Here we are waiting Dorian's arrival. People, over 3,000 have gone to local shelters, many of them at churches here on the island on higher ground. But higher ground, Frederica, is relative because even the highest point of land here is only about 30 feet high. We're talking about a storm surge that could come in here topping 20 feet high. So just like in Marsh Harbor, houses will be washed away, people will lose everything, and lives will be at risk, Frederica.
My goodness.